Have you ever noticed that your upper body strength feels great until you try to use it while your hips are doing actual work? This disconnect shows up fast in hockey, especially when you're battling along the boards or you're bracing for impact when taking a hit. This is where the kettlebell hip bridge variation exercise comes in handy. And here's what's happening during this exercise. There are two types of force being distributed through your body at the same time. The first one is horizontal. So as we're bridging, the glute max will try to pull the hips backwards, since naturally the hip head will try to leach forwards. This is a horizontal force since the glute max is pulling the hips backwards and sideways. At the same time, you're pressing with the arm, producing a vertical force in conjunction with the horizontal force down low. Your pelvis, ribs, and core all have to work in unison to stabilize your lower half and your upper half simultaneously. This is so your trunk doesn't twist too much or collapse. So basically what we're doing is we're teaching our upper body to generate force while the lower body is holding a position that mimics a lower hockey stance. And this is how you do the exercise. First, we got to know how to do a hip bridge. Lying on the floor, legs hip width apart, and your lower back making contact with the floor. Take an inhale through your nose and an exhale through your mouth. As you're exhaling, your diaphragm is going to lower and your lower back is going to have a better ability to stack your ribs over top of your pelvis, making contact with the floor. Have your feet slightly externally rotated and push through your heel and your big toe as you ascend through your hips towards the ceiling. Slowly ascend your hips as if your lower back is coming off of Velcro. Sending your hips up towards the ceiling, you're going to feel your glutes activate near the end of the movement. Stop moving your hips up when you start to feel your lower ribs get a little bit activated. We want no rib flaring, and if you do feel it, I want you to actually bring your hips down just a smidge. Now, locking your lower half of your body into a hip bridge, you're going to ascend your arm up towards the ceiling. I want full control here. I don't want you to explode up. I just want you to maintain a slow, controlled movement up and a slow, controlled movement down. If you're a beginner with this exercise, what I do recommend is having the opposite arm fully extended up towards the ceiling, placing a small weight within that stabilizing arm. This just restricts you from fully twisting your lower back. That's something that a lot of people do struggle with. For added stability, I would start off that way. And then as you become more advanced, you don't need the weight. Maybe you just extend the arm up, just really feel the contraction within your core muscles. What I would begin with is about 5 repetitions on each arm, since the glutes will get really tired pretty quickly, especially again if you're a beginner with this exercise. And then later on, advance yourself to about 10 repetitions per arm.